have a new look going on for y'all today. It's kind of a cut crease with different colors. I used purple today, and it's a double winged liner, and I also have some ombre lips going on. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Please leave a thumbs up or just your feedback. Like I said, I'm a little bit newer, so just leave a comment. Just let me know how you feel about this video. Um, Other than that, I hope y'all enjoy this video. As always, take care. Love ya. Bye.
Hello my beauts. So we're going to be using the Morphe 35C palette. I'm using the lighter purple shade, and I'm going to grab one of my newer Morphe brushes. This is the Morphe B42 brush. I'm going to put that purple on there and then put it in my crease. I had some concealer to go ahead and prime my eyes, and I just using my beauty blender to kind of freshen it up. But as you can see, I'm just going back and windshield my promotions, just putting a little bit of that purple on there. And I kind of wanted to make it a little bit higher than I usually would for my crease because I'm going to go in with black on a different brush, and I'm going to kind of make it more detailed and more like a cut crease. And I wanted to use some tape just so that I could have a little bit more definition. Another new Morphe brush that I have is the M515. It's specifically meant for detailed creasing, but the one that I'm using right now to blend is called the M502, and this one's a little bit of a bigger tapered blending brush, and I got this from the Flawless palette from Morphe, and I have to say I love it so far. I wanted to get the M501, but unfortunately they were sold out, so I got the M502 and I really like it. It's really soft and easy to blend. So that brush that I just held up was the M515, and that's the detail crease. So I'm putting that in the black, and as you can see, I'm just going to draw it out a little bit above my crease, and then don't worry, we'll go back through and we'll buff it out so it doesn't look as harsh or intense. But I did want a really defined line. So now I'm going to be using the Morphe M506 brush. This is also from the Flawless palette, and this one's a lot like the M502, except it's just a little bit tinier, but it is also a tapered blending, and it's really good for getting in the, rough spots to get in for the crease. But I'm just blending that black out where I just put it so that it's not as intense or dramatic. And then I'm going to use that M502 brush again, just to kind of clear everything up. Now I'm using NYX Milk, and I put it in a little pot so that's easier, and I just have a random brush, and I'm going to go ahead and dip that in there, and I'll show you how much I put on there. And then I'm just going to put it all over my lid, just a little bit underneath that crease so that it cleans it up a little bit and makes that cut crease more defined. And then I'm going to be using actually some face powder to put on my eyelid, and this is from Mika Beauty, and I just have a random Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelid. That way it gives kind of a nice banana color that I want. It's kind of cream, but it's not so cream that it's like white, but it's kind of got a yellow hint to it. And then I'm going to use the yellowish banana color from the Morphe 35C palette, and I'm just going to put that over that. Now I'm going to go back in with the Morphe 506 brush. Just put a little bit of black on there and kind of just going to buff that out a little bit. That way that line stays defined. And then I was just wiping it off on my hands so that it doesn't have as much product on there and I can just blend it out. Now I'm using the Maybelline gel liner. I'm going to take my Sigma E65 brush, and y'all have seen me do my eyeliner thousands of times, so I'm just going to make a smaller line than I usually do. It's not going to be as dramatic, and I kind of want it to be as tight to my eyelashes as possible. Now I'll take that tape off and then I'll just kind of make that a little bit more defined. And then I'm going to make a slight wing, but it's more just a line. Now I'm using this Vitamin E face mist from the Body Shop, and I'm just kind of using this underneath my foundation so that it kind of thins it out and kind of keeps on there. And of course using the YSL foundation, the Fusion ink, and my Morphe G6. And you can see that I did spray a little bit of that vitamin E face mist on my brush, and this just kind of evens it out. Now I'm using Glamour in the shade Light, and I'm going to go ahead and conceal that. Using a damp beauty blender, I'll go ahead and get that out, and I had a cut on my finger and it hurt. I sliced my finger open with a knife like a dummy. But anyways, so just going to go ahead and do my concealer like I usually do, and I'm only doing that half of my face just so that you can see the little bit of the difference. Then I'm going to use that same Mika Beauty powder that I used for my eyeshadow, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that over where we just concealed. Then I'm going to use the darker purple in that shade using a Morphe MB18 brush, and I just put some of that darker purple on there and put it on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to get the Maybelline gel liner, and I'm going to make another line so that I make the double winged liner. And then I'm going to just use that all over my lash line. This eyeliner surprisingly stays extremely well, and I'm taking that all the way into my tear duct. And this just kind of makes it come together. It just makes it a little bit more dramatic and prettier. So now that I have that, I'm going to take a older eyeliner Brett pencil. I think that was from Maybelline, and I'm just doing my lower lash line, and then I'm just doing my mascara using an eyelash curler and then the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. And I love this mascara. The only thing that I don't like about it is I accidentally picked up the waterproof kind, but it's okay. It still works great. It's kind of comparable to the Dior Show mascara, which I love that mascara. I just can't afford it right now. But now that that's done, I have both sides of my face done, as you can see. Now time to contour and highlight. And I kind of went through this part really fast because I think I just did a video on contouring and highlighting. So I'm just taking the excess off my forehead and just putting it in parts that need to be highlighted as well. And then I'm going to get my damp beauty blender and just go ahead and blend out the parts that I highlighted. And then I'm going to take my Morphe G6 brush and I'm going to blend out my contour. Because it's a synthetic brush, that usually works better for contouring. So that's why I've decided to use this brush. And then I'm going to just kind of take my damp beauty blender after I've blended all of this out, just make sure everything looks even and uniform, and then that should be it for my contouring. Now that I have that done, I'm just going to run a little bit of that Makeup Beauty powder on my face just so that it kind of soaks up all the excess that I didn't get and just makes everything look a little better. Now I'm going to get my Sigma E65 brush after I put on my NYX Pinched Blush. So this is my Sigma E65 brush. This is the brush I was using for my eyeliner, and it still has the eyeliner that I used on there. And then I'm just going to kind of put that in the corners of my mouth. Then I'm going to grab 1995 by Gerard Cosmetics, and that's the look that Jaclyn Hill created. First, I'm going to blend out the black just a little bit so that it doesn't look so ridiculous. And then, like I said, I'm going to get the Jaclyn Hill 1995, and I'm just going to get a random brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of that product on there and just kind of blend it out in the corners. And then I'm going to actually put the 1995 on my lips from the container. And it was a little bit more difficult for me because this lipstick is broken and I just haven't had a chance to fix it. To finish this look off, I'm going to grab Nude Lip Gloss by Gerard Cosmetics, and I'll put that on in just a second. And that's just pretty much the whole rest of this look, so I hope y'all enjoyed. As always, please leave a comment or subscribe, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.